as a preacher, that's one that hits me, I think about a lot when I approach the scripture, is it's not just, it's not enough to just preach truth. We have to preach the truth that's the point of contention in our generation. I had a conversation with some men this morning, and I said, the thing is, you get inundated in a culture, and the culture becomes normal to you. And when it's normalized to when you're desensitized to sin, then what we tend to do is read our culture into the Bible, or want to rewrite the Bible. And a lot of times the hard things, we just kind of pass over it. Not even intentional. We're like, that's kind of weird. And here's what it was, it's occurred to me before, and I'm sure I've said it before, but it occurred to me fresh this morning, is the parts of the Bible we need to read the most are the parts that we find the strangest and the most offensive. Because those are the points of contention. It's not the things that, it's like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense to me. I'm fine with that. God, you and me we're good. It's the points where like, wow, God seems harsh. Or God seems overly gracious. Or that seems like that penalty is a strict penalty. That's where the rub is. That's where our nature is in disagreement with God. But God's not wrong. It's the parts that we find the most troubling, the most embarrassing. The embarrassing doctrines of the Bible are the doctrines that don't get preached on. And in the void, the world comes in and it offers an alternative. It's the embarrassing doctrines that will set us free. That's a radical thought. It's the things that people are scared to preach and teach because they'll offend their audience, that in place of that, the culture has offered something else juxtaposed against God's law, some alternative, psychology, polyamorous relationships, feminism, whatever this new weird masculinity is, all these new things that people come out, they're not new, they're repackaged lies. And it appeals to our individualism. But that's really the original sin, is part of the original sin of Satan saying, you shall be as gods. You get to make the rules.